This is the mating connector for this connector, which comes from the stator. It's the AC wires and the blue wire. I cannot for the life of me figure out how to extract these pins out of this connector. I've been playing around with it for quite a while. I actually broke this one off, but this has to be repaired anyway because these things are all melted and burned. The same exact thing happened on this bike. The yellow bike was actually much worse. The wires actually disconnected, 1 or 2 or 3 or something. I did a video on it and the repair that I did. A couple of things, because I cannot get the pins extracted from this connector. That's one problem. The other problem is I've never been able to find replacement blocks, connectors for these in this exact style. By the way, I'm pretty familiar with extracting pins out of connectors. I have all these extraction tools. I used to build harnesses, custom harnesses for electronic machines, big giant power supplies. But this one just has me baffled. I cannot get those pins out. Now it's funny, I went into my electrical kit here and I found these guys. These are the ones that came off of the yellow bike. So, as I did on the other bike, my fix is going to be to replace the connectors with these guys. I'll look at that bike and put this harness in the same configuration as I did on that one. Pretty sure I would have used this on the stator side and this on the harness side, which would be kind of the same configuration as this harness, where these pins will be exposed here and they'll be covered up on this one. Rather than take this bike apart so I can look at the wiring harness and see how the mechanic put these connectors on, I went to this YouTube channel where a guy did this very same repair. This channel is called Ken's Garage. And lo and behold, the dude mechanic at Ken's Garage did it the opposite. Oh, look at those hands, look just like mine. The opposite of what I was thinking of doing it for this harness. Guy must be dumb, huh? So I'm going to do it the right way on this one. Not that that doesn't work. I just think that I would like to have the pins exposed on the harness side and covered up on the stator side. And now I have another little problem. It's getting really hot out here. It's that outside, and there's our forecast for this week. 111 tomorrow, 110 the next day. It's going to be a burning hot week. So I'm calling it quits for today. I'm struggling on whether or not I'm going to open the harness up and completely replace these wires from this connector through the harness over to here, which is what I did on the yellow bike, or just do the short version and just splice wires onto here, because I don't want to open the harness because it has the original part number tag on it, which is pretty cool. Doesn't really matter, it's just a cool thing. Clearly I opted for the method of not cutting into the harness. Now that these guys are crimped on, I like to solder them. And by the way, I have a much more comprehensive repair, this same repair on the yellow bike. I'll put a link in the description for that video. These wires are all crimped and soldered, these guys. Now I just need to make sure I get the blue wire to mate up with the blue wire on the harness end. This is coming from the stator. The white wires don't matter, they can go in any configuration at all. And let's double check. Blue, blue. There we go. That repair is done. Here's our forecast for today. It's 81 right now. 114 degrees. We got a hot week ahead of us. The wiring harness is now installed. A little bit of progress. It looks like I'm going to have to make at least one extension harness for this Yambits blinker turn signal. It's not going to reach all the way over to here, is it? And I put a couple of horns on. And these controls are going to be a bit of a project. Over here I have a box full of them. I'm going to take them all apart, blast them, paint them, rebuild them, because this RZ500 really needs a better set of controls. And I have another bike out in the pool house that could use some cleaned up controls. That's what it is right now. It's going to be an oven out here.